Hey guys, so you can see by some of the videos and shorts on our YouTube channel that we breed dogs. So this is a touchy subject and one I don't really like getting involved in the drama of. So we breed purebred Dobermans. Love them, amazing dogs. Have owned them for the last 20 years. Wouldn't be without them. That said, there is a big time commitment and cost associated with certain breeds. Dobermans are not a cheap breed of dog because of the health issues with them. They can be cheap when you first buy them from the wrong breeder and then deal with a whole bunch of health issues down the road. So anyway, let's get to the math of it. So this is Ruger and Ellie. So Ellie is our female. I don't like to use the B word for them because she's not most of the time. Ruger is our stud. So he actually belongs to friends of ours. We pay for stud service from him. He comes and stays with us for about a week to make sure we get a good cover with her. So Ellie, you can see her ears are natural. It's because in Alberta you cannot have a dog's ears cropped. You have to go, for us, we go to the States to have that done. And the reason Ellie is natural, she was a COVID puppy, so it wasn't an option at the time. So the big question is, should you breed dogs? If you're not contributing to a breed or breeding for a specific reason, there's a lot of excellent unregistered dogs out there, but then there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of glorified mutts, and some people will be angry over that, and that's fine. But those are the dogs that you're seeing enter shelters a lot. It's harder to rehome them. In our area, we're actually seeing a lot of dogs end up at livestock sales and auctions that you wouldn't see before. They're being sold for $10 a piece. It's disgusting and awful to see personally. You don't make money doing that. So now Ellie's last litter, she had a litter of 8 puppies. They sold, 5 of them sold for $3,200. One sold for $2,400 because he wasn't having his ears done, so we did discount that. 2 sold for $2,500 plus their shipping, so it worked out in the end to $3,200 anyway. But we add a lot into the price of our puppies. So our new puppy humans don't pay for anything on top of these puppies to get them. This includes their ear cropping, so I take them, I drive them down to Montana to get that done. It includes their first set of shots, full vet check to get across the border and make sure they are healthy before going home. It includes all the vet checks for their parents and health testing that's done. I include flights across Canada for them, as well as the kennel needed to ship them. And socializing, deworming, premium food, all of that works in. So out of that $23,000 that we made and change, I think it was, we brought in just over $11,000. So that still sounds like a lot of money. And it is, like, I'm not unrealistic, that's a lot of money. But there is a huge risk with that. So, I mean, you can have complications that result in huge vet bills that you need to be prepared for. You can have small litters, you can have no litters. So there's a lot of factors at play. You also need to be willing to, what are you gonna do if you can't find buyers for these puppies? So we now have wait lists on the next litter, the one that will be born from this breeding, to ensure that we have homes. We check and are in regular conversation with new humans for our puppies to make sure that they're a good fit and they understand the breed, because Dobermans are so extremely needy. But yeah, so should you breed dogs on your homestead? If you are going to breed a livestock guardian dog like a Pyrenees with a high prey drive dog like a retriever or something like that, please don't do it you are going to have one confused dog out there. If you want to do things properly and get some mentorship and better a breed or breed with some kind of purpose, absolutely you can make a profit at it. The market fluctuates. Sometimes dogs are easy to sell, sometimes they aren't. We are prepared and willing to house these puppies as long as needed to make sure they get to a good home. And I'd hope that before you try to make a quick buck breeding dogs, that you do the same or consider the same. Please don't contribute to the overcrowding of shelters. I absolutely love a Doberman. I've seen some crosses that just aren't right in the head because you're taking a dog that's bred for one thing, crossing with a dog that was bred for something completely different, and you get a really confused dog in the end. But please just think about it. Yes, it's a way that we make a fair bit of money, but it's not easy. It's 2 months of constant work. 8 little puppies running around is not an easy thing. It is not a clean thing. There is constant risk for loss. Like, you really need to know what you're doing. You've got to arrange all their vet checks. You got to be on top of all of that, and make sure it's done. And we offer constant or lifetime breeder support. I still hear about my puppies on a regular basis, and I love it. But yeah, if you're thinking about breeding dogs, please really, really look into it. If you don't have experience breeding or whelping or assisting animals with birth, make sure you have a mentor at least. So thanks for listening. Give it a thought and maybe adopt. All right, thanks. Subscribe. I hope to see you in the future.